stuff. Like, what do you?
That's what I get. Nectar and ice cream.
No wonder you're having such a good year. But seriously, I mean, it's a classic New Orleans thing, right? You probably didn't growing up, but it's in a way you can almost see it as kind of like a New Orleans symbol of success. I mean, how do you view just the way that and like I guess I can't get the question, and I'm sorry. But could you talk about the snowballs in the context really of the whole season, how well it's
Yeah,
gone compared to last year?
it's a little exterior motivation. It's just exciting. It represents a win. So when we come out here on Tuesdays and they tell us we got snowballs, it's exciting for the whole team.
How excited are you for Saturday's game, especially going up against another top 25 opponent?
Yeah, no, we're fired up. To have another opportunity to play a big team and showcase what we can do. So it's definitely gonna be a big game. Top 25 matchup. So we're fired up.
Did you care about the college game day thing? Were you following that closely or not?
I mean, it was kind of hard not to follow it when everybody was posting about it. But to us, it doesn't really matter. Like we've talked about all year. Want to know no matter the circumstances, the exterior things. We kind of try to block out the rankings, the college game day, all that stuff. So it would have been cool. But it's just the way it goes. But we just got to keep winning, and those opportunities will continue to present themselves.
Did you consider it a slight at all?
A what?
A slight, like overlook you a little bit?
I mean, to an extent. I think just that's the way they pick sometimes. Obviously, if TCU didn't get it, they probably would have been feeling the same way. So they could only pick one team per week. And I didn't really take it necessarily like that, but we just got to keep winning, and like I said, those big opportunities will come.
Do you think it's a missed opportunity to kind of showcase parallel stories of how far New Orleans has come since Ida, and how far you guys have come since being affected by Ida?
Yeah, 100%. I think kind of the story behind it, in the football history in New Orleans, and kind of our story from last year of having the hurricane, the season we had last year, and then kind of bouncing back and doing what we've done this year. I think would have been a pretty cool storyline, and especially the setting here in New Orleans. I don't think they've done a college game day here, so I think that was slightly a missed opportunity.
Looking back at last week, I mean, you had a really good game, but you did throw an interception, but you kind of bounced back from that. Like, what's the mentality? Like, how do you bounce back from throwing interception, especially like really late on in the half?
I mean, it's next play. You can't really linger on plays before. It was one throw, but at that point, you just got to flush it down the toilet and get to the next play, and just continue to keep going.
Play on one of the touchdown drives where you could have handed it off to Keys on the jet sweep, and he would have gotten smashed, and held it the last second, got like 9 yards. How much more comfortable have you gotten in making those type of decisions?
Yeah, no, I mean, I love those types of plays, like QB power reads. It's all dependent on game plan and what they're doing. That was something that we saw in that formation, that they were going to bring a lot of pressure off the edge, and when they bring that pressure, it's generally a keep read. So we've been repping it all year, and opportunities come, and just got to make a play.
Michael, you had a great atmosphere a couple weeks here, a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
I'm sure it's going to be like that again Saturday. What's it like now? I mean, you've been here through the evolution of this program, to play in games like this, like Saturday and like a couple of weeks ago here on campus.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's been weird. This is really my first, normal year here, because obviously freshman year was the COVID year, and then last year we were relocated, and then having the season we did. So this has been really the first year that we've got to have an actual environment. So it's really cool to get everybody out here filling up the stands. That homecoming game was awesome. So hopefully this Saturday will be packed out like that again.
Did you have any reservations about? There's a lot of quarterbacks enter the transfer portal, especially after a down year like last year. Do you have any reservations about coming back here after the way last season played out?
Yeah, no, I had no intention of going anywhere after last year. That was never really a thought in my mind. I'm sure there's some opportunities, but this is my home. I love these dudes, I love these coaches. everybody. So, it was never an intention.
Did you have confidence that this could play out like it has?
Oh, absolutely. I think we had a really talented team last year. I think we showcased that week 1 against Oklahoma, and what we were capable of. And there's just a lot of exterior factors. We lost a lot of really close games, and we just couldn't get things to click. So, we had a lot of guys come back. I think we only lost 2 or 3 guys from last year, and then all the way through January and leading up to fall camp, I knew it was going to be a special year.
As the games get, you get into November, they get more and more important, every one of them.
Yep.
Do you have any more of a sense of responsibility to what you have to do, not only as a quarterback, but as a leader for the team? Or?
Yeah, I think there's always a sense of responsibility as a quarterback and a leader. I haven't necessarily changed anything. If you're asking in terms of that, I've tried to be consistent in what I've done from January to the start of the season, until now. So I wouldn't say that I've changed anything, but I've continued to do my best to be a leader and kind of lead by example, be a vocal leader, help guys out, try to guide them the right path, and kind of do all I can do.
It's hard not to notice Jarius Monroe in any practice, in any game. Just what's his addition been like?
He's awesome. His level of energy is really cool. He's so passionate about the game of football. And sometimes I can get the best of him because he is so passionate. But just seeing him out there, his leadership in terms of kind of pumping everybody up. He's in that term kind of like Tajay and Sincere, being vocal leaders and always have a smile on their face. Always comes out with energy, and that's what you need to be successful. You can't come out here moping around and being inconsistent. He's consistently the same guy every day. Comes out with a lot of energy.
How important is it to have him around when you lost a really good player in Kennedy?
Yeah.
You can have a guy like him step in.
Yeah, no, it's next man up mentality, and I think he's done a phenomenal job since the moment he walked in the doors, preparing for this opportunity, and now it's here, and you guys saw what he did, last week was an incredible performance, so he's just got to keep that going.
Michael, I know we've talked about before, but how much does the offense just feed off of the defense when we're still top 20 in the nation?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I think it's a very mutual thing between the offense and defense. Anytime in the game of football, the offense and defense have to feed off each other. But, no matter the circumstance, what's going on with the offense, whether we're going down and driving and scoring, whether we're, we just had a 3-and-out, I think the confidence that the defense gives us, the way that they've been playing all year, definitely gives us, a lot of energy and confidence going back out. So definitely feed off each other really well.
Kind of a random thought that play through the whistle was one of y'all's themes as see coach wearing the PTW, and random thought today was like, how does a quarterback play through the whistle? Especially on passing plays. Like after you throw the ball, how can a quarterback keep playing through the whistle?
Passing plays, it's a little more difficult, but carrying out your fakes, the little details are really important. We saw on film, this was, I think, week 2, where Tajay cut back and then ended up scoring. And, if I would have cut my fake out short, the guy that ran out there with me would have been able to make the tackle. So it's the little details like that, and just, doing what we prep doing every day.
Have you ever heard the 1949 stat or seen that? You know what I'm talking about? So, was that you that put that up first? First game in first Tulane home game, is that right? Between 2 AP top 25 teams. Since then, which is when probably the 2 arguably most famous active athletes were Joe DiMaggio and Ted Williams. What do you think about that?
About the top 25 matchup?
And how long it's been since that's happened here?
Yeah, no, it's really cool. To be able to host a game like that, and to see that we've put ourselves in the position to be there. All the work that we've done has paid off, and we're going to get to play a great opponent and showcase what we can do and what we've been practicing for. So it's exciting.
Yeah, I was thinking you're young enough that you probably didn't even grow up with your dad telling you about DiMaggio and Williams. Is that right?
To an extent, not as much.
Mike's got class.
Last one, what's your impression of Central Florida?
They got a good, talented team. They play hard. They got a physical D-line. But, I think we play our game plan. I think it's going to be a shootout. They got a really high-powered offense. We just got to take care of the ball. I think turnover takeaway is going to be huge. We got to be really consistent with that and, not turn the ball over. We just got to put points on the board.
Thank you.
All good.
Thanks.
Thanks, y'all.